Druid, pretty standard, I would almost say. And for Mirari, Hunter, Rogue, Warlock,
Pretty standard.
also some standard picks here. Only the Mage today was some out of the meta play. And it didn't work.
That's true.
So, I would say let's start the game and see what those players have prepared for us. And it's Warlock against Warlock, but it's not Zulok versus Zulok. For Mirari, we have a Zulok. And for Semijew, it's actually a handlock starting with a Mortal Coil here.
But he decides to toss it. And yeah, nice hand for Mirari. He needs the Twilight Drake, he has the coin. That's good. But he kinda wants to have a taunt, so he can buff his Watcher.
There's a Twilight Dragon Mountain Giant, as you said, that's pretty good. You want to have your Hellfire early on, so turn 3 you could coin out a Hellfire if you need it. I mean, there are already upcoming 2 minions on the board. There's an Amani Berserker and, well, a Flame Imp already, and that's a big threat, and you only have turn 4 play, special turn 3 play. It's quite not a lot. Yeah, it's looking better for Mirari here, and I would always say in this matchup, the Zulok has a slight advantage. Since he can drop so many big minions on the board, and if you don't have a Hellfire, you're just going to be screwed.
You're going to be in trouble, that's completely right. And is he... he plays Abusive Sergeant, just wants to overwhelm him. Oh.
He's killing the Ancient Watcher. He really wants to prevent Shadow Flame on Watcher that clears the whole board. And I mean, together with the Abusive Sergeant and Flame Imp, absolutely possible. And there is the Shadow Flame. So now we can say extremely well played, Mirari. Good job. You just saved your own ass. And there's only a 4/6 Twilight Drake waiting for you. You can completely ignore now. Well, he doesn't even have to completely ignore it. He can just silence it and kill it. It's super. That's super annoying with this Mortal Coil, 1 mana short. But he can silence it and trade it away.
He decides to trade with the Voidwalker instead of the Abusive Sergeant. Because he knows there is no threat. Like, he doesn't need a taunt.
Well, he doesn't need a taunt, but he should be worried about Mortal Coil. And there's a second Twilight Drake incoming. And he draws another Abusive Sergeant. Oh, he can attack with his 1 Abusive Sergeant, kill it, and so fire it away. Or he just goes for the face. I mean, he drops him down to 15. He could also drop him down to 11 and maybe finish off with Soulfire. But he really needs to worry about that. If Shadow Flame is incoming next turn, his whole board is just vaporized.
I think he should clear it.
I would prefer clearing it too, and just going like drop your Abusive Sergeant, deal those 5 damage. Well, he can't even drop him anymore since he he can drop, but he can't drop him anymore for value by now. Oh god, Mirari, clear the board.
That hurts.
He decides to not to, and as you say, that hurts quite a lot. So we will see Shadow Flame incoming, and Mirari will need to top deck something with charge, like Leroy, Doomguard. There are a lot of cool cards he could just top deck.
Doomguard wouldn't be enough.
Mirari just wrote lol random rope appears and he got, I guess he kind of got surprised by the time limit and got overwhelmed and was struggling to make his perfect move. And that's what I said, why I like the time limit so much. players get under pressure. They cannot take 5 minutes for one turn. They actually need to make it in 90 seconds, and that hurts some players taking in tournaments and friendly matches quite a long time to do their moves.
Yep.
And Semi doesn't want to Shadow Flame here. He wants to turn 6 Ancient Watcher Shadow Flame and really not waste it right now.
Well, it's not a waste if you
survive.
Yes.
Well, he just thinks I don't need to do it now. I survive here with a 3/4, and it is good for him to have it, but there's still so much damage now potentially incoming. I mean, he can go with 4, 7. I'm counting 11. I'm counting 13 damage if I'm not correct. If I'm correct. No.
Wait, 7.
He had more with a
11.
Direwolf Alpha.
It's 11 damage. He had 11.
Double Soulfire. Oh, he can bring him down to 8.
You might be able to kill him.
Nah,
Oh!
that's never possible. So you always you always draw one Soulfire with the other. But I would still say it would be absolutely better if he played the Direwolf Alpha between his 2 minions. He could have Soulfired away, and that would have been way more damage than he did like this. That would be 4 plus 3 plus 7 plus 2, 11. And with the second, like, he could have dealt 11 damage. Would bring him down to 2. So he could have dealt 2 more damage with the Direwolf Alpha.
But it was coin toss. So it was like, chances were 66% that he wins right here, so it's fine what he did, in my opinion.
And he can still draw Doomguard now, or Leroy, if he even plays it, Argent Commander. Some stuff to be drawn. It's getting more and more annoying for him, since there's, well, Defend of Argus incoming, there is Earthen Ring Farseer incoming. And it gets harder and harder for him to win. So he could just play Earthen Ring and Argus up both.
That should be the play.
And even kill a Direwolf Alpha. That would look extremely good for him.
Yep, indeed.
Yes, indeed, sir. Might Semijew be able to survive here and maybe pull off the win? Or will Mirrari draw something absolutely ridiculous and punish him next turn by dropping a Leroy, for example, with an Abusive Sergeant? That would be quite a lot of damage.
Well, he wouldn't kill him.
Absolutely not, but it would still be annoying. So where's the random rope? I'm always waiting for the random rope to appear. So where's the time limit upcoming? 90 seconds are quite longer than some would expect. So he heals himself up, or no, he healed that.
What?
Well, it's okay to heal the Drake up since the 2 Soulfires are gone. So rather have a 5/7 minion than just a low minion. There's no Soulfire incoming to kill him. Still, that 4/2 minion can kill his 5/4. And there's a Doomguard we were talking about. Oh, he actually won the game.
No.
I was like, he actually won the game. So that Doomguard came quite perfect for Mirrari. If he healed himself instead of his minion,
Would have survived.
he would have.
Like I would go for Hunter because he knows it's a Zoolock, and the Unleash the Hounds is really strong.
Let's see if Semijew is your opinion,
Nope.
or if he thinks his Druid might be way better here to carry him through the win. And Mirari is pretty unlucky. He goes first again. Going first is always super annoying as a
Against the Zulok.
Zulok himself going first.
Zulok, I mean, yeah.
And
Whatever.
against the Zulok going first is also annoying. Exactly said here, sir. So he has a pretty good hand with double,
Yeti.
with Super Yeti incoming, and well, that's not good for Mirari. The only good thing here we have to admit is he can drop his Knife Juggler now, and Semijew can only kill the Voidwalker. And that's actually pretty good.
It is.
So he killed the Voidwalker, and well, he goes for the phase, and now a second Voidwalker plus Knife Juggler is coming. If everything goes perfect for Mirari here, he might ping that Yeti out of life. I mean, 3 HP left, and next turn he can drop 2 minions.
At least. You don't know what he draws.
Yeah, he could drop maybe 3 minions and get 6 pings off. And the only thing Semi can do here is drop his Harvest Golem.
Shield Bearer would be funny.
So he just gets the amount of pings we just said.
What?
Wow.
If that happens.
If that happens, Mirari nimshed his way to the win. Well, still, it's just a frigging amount of damage.
He needs a swipe. If he doesn't get a swipe, it's... Yeah. Oh, he gets a swipe.
That swipe looks extremely good here for Semi. He can just swipe to the left. But still, even after that swipe, 2 minions will survive.
Yep, true.
And he's down to 15. So top deck Doomguard now for Mirari. Nah, or just the Mani Berserker. Good too, absolutely. And he continues rampaging the face. Not only blinks for a second, maybe clear that 2-1. Nah, bring him down. Let's bring him down. There's Keeper of the Grove incoming, so he can kill that 3-1 and he can kill the 1-1. But we see already Defender of Argus just waiting, so it's 3 more damage incoming.
And Shield Bearer.
This is ridiculous. Mirari is getting a really good draw. 1-5 Shield Bearer, 3-4 Amani Berserker. I mean, we see a silence here from Keeper of the Grove, maybe or maybe not. Well, maybe not a silence. He can actually attack and then kill the Amani Berserker, but there's still 3 damage then on the board.
I'm gonna predict.
You're predicting a Doomguard top deck.
Yes.
Not only a Doomguard top deck, he could also drain life for whatsoever.
What he did just? Why did he bring him low?
To kill him next turn with his 2-2, 2-4, and 2-1 was his thought. More minions incoming, more and more minions. Second swipe needed, or that game is just over. He cannot heal himself up and kill the Shield Bearer. Well, now he could. Or he could heal him up by 5-2, and then he would survive. Absolutely, the Azure Drake play would be super risky. And if he heals himself up, he could also innovate to get an attack off to kill that Shield Bearer, and next turn be able to kill whatever is left on the board. But still, even if he kills the Shield Bearer, or even if he leaves it alive and heals him up by 5, there's 6-7 damage on the board. It's only 1 Soulfire.
6.
Power overwhelming. Doomguard, Leroy, so many cards you could win with. I see him getting Soulfired now.
Really?
Yeah, I see Mirari pulling off the 2-0 for his team, and that would be extremely...
Doomguard!
Yeah, there it is. What did I say? That was most likely to happen here, and Mirari goes 2-1 here. And takes a win for eSuba.